Hello, it's me here once again with another video I want to do, and it is something just a little different. I was thinking about going back through my series and old channel and thinking about stuff I could do. And one thing I thought about was the Gods of Guitar episode series, which I do want to bring back. And it kind of ties into this whole topic, because going back through it and also going on YouTube and watching a bunch of reaction videos, figuring out how I could maybe better mine through those. And I discovered something. And then thinking about it more and more the past week. And sorry there haven't been very many videos coming from me lately. Kind of busy, and also going on vacation pretty soon, so trying to make sure everything, just finding time for that, and also spending time with my wife and stuff. It's just is what it is. Life kind of gets in the road of making videos, but this one I kind of wanted to do, and it's something different. And this might be a one-off, it might become its own series, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that. But what does Pink Floyd mean to me? Now, I know everybody, it'll be different. But for me, growing up, I really didn't have very many friends. Some of it probably self-inflicted, people I hung out with and stuff. But I was never like the popular kid in school. But I did have one thing. I had music. And some might say, well, what do you mean you have music? And it always reminds me of that scene from the movie The Shawshank Redemption, where Andy's sitting there and he's like, that was the easiest time ever done in solitary, is because he had that 1 ounce of music of what he called freedom. And for a lot of people, music is an escape. And going back, thinking about this, the first time I heard Pink Floyd was Shining a Crazy Diamond. Anyone who's watched my channel, watched any of my videos, knows that. First song I ever heard. But it took me a couple of years before I actually went balls deep in the Pink Floyd catalog. And it became I want to say 3-4 year obsession of mine, was the music of Pink Floyd. I think my parents got tired of me talking about Pink Floyd and probably got sick of me listening to Pink Floyd. But the music is something that really is completely different to me. And I'll be 100% honest. When people ask me who made me want to pick up an electric guitar, number one for me is David Gilmour. I know my father-in-law asked me that once, and because he's a fantastic guitar player. But I think I kind of shocked him with that response of it being David Gilmour. Like saying, David Gilmour made me want to pick up guitar. Some people would be Hendrix, some people would be family members, friends, stuff like that. But to actually be that, David Gilmour made me want to pick up a guitar. And watching these other people's reactions to it kind of reminded me of the first time I heard Pink Floyd and that same reaction. And the more I delved into it, the lyrics of Roger Waters, I think, it's kind of one of those things, as you get older, Pink Floyd's music actually becomes more, you know what, they're right. They're right. That's good shit. And I've always thought, even as a young kid, they wrote fantastic songs. And I remember, I think it was Rob Wakeman, I think's his name, the keyboardist for Yes, had a great quote, and I always love this quote. When the first lists were being drawn up in the Rock and Roll Book of Genesis, it would have said, and in the beginning, God created Pink Floyd. And that is so true, especially to a guy like me. I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. Huge, just love it, have all their albums. Don't have them all in they're all different prints, different years, but I do have all the albums. And it's something that I've always loved, is their music. No matter what time in my life, how down in the dumps I've ever been, or how much I've needed just something, is I've always gone back, listened to Pink Floyd, and it's always been there. that feeling. And as much as I name my channel Puckful Heap, and there'll always be that soft spot in my heart for Uriah Heep, there's just, to me, another spot in my heart, and probably more space in my heart, for the love I have of Pink Floyd. It's been a road, like, it's been a long time of just listening to them, and the more and more I hear songs, there's always something else I can take from them. Whether it's Rick Wright's piano or keyboards, Roger Waters' bass or vocals, David Gilmour's guitar vocals, or even Nick Mason's drumming. Going back listening to this Pink Floyd review series has really reopened my eyes to why I love this band so much. Now, did they always have, like, let's say, fantastic all the way through albums? I think there's a couple where it was kind of a stumble, but I like them. They're not terrible. I think, honest to God, I think Amagama's their worst album, but half the album's live, and it's fantastic, so that is what it is. But anyway, getting back into this, Pink Floyd, to me, is... I think it gets thrown around way too much by a lot of people. But to me, Pink Floyd is pretty much life. It's just a great sounding band. I remember when I first got a guitar and started to learn how to play, actually one of the first magazines I ever bought. I know it's in very bad shape. It's been well used. Guitar Legends, Pink Floyd. And it had songs in it to learn, such as Dogs, Comfortably Numb, Astronomy Don't Mind, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Money, Wish You Were Here. Just great songs. And the more and more I went through my adult life, I've had phases where I've been in and out of Pink Floyd. For maybe listening to it, I'll go like 6 months, 8 months, maybe even a year without listening to them, and then one day I'll just pick it up and it'll still be that same feeling, that same idea that I had. So that's really truthfully what Pink Floyd means to me. And I know everybody else has that with one band. Everybody has that one band that it just like, you know what, these guys I love. And one thing I will say about this, and this is me more so one member, David Gilmour. To me, there is not a more complete guitar player than David Gilmour. I'll take him over Hendrix. I'll take him over Page. I'll take him over Jeff Beck. I'll take him over Brian May, Tony Iommi, you name it. Hell, even, sorry to say it, even Mick Box, I'll take him over Mick Box. But to me, there's just something about David Gilmour. And I've always said this to people, and I know they probably think I'm fucking crazy, but I said one musician's death that would actually make me call into work and say I can't come in today would be David Gilmour. To me, one of the greatest musicians ever. The guitar and sound of Pink Floyd, just great. But anyway, that's what Pink Floyd means to me. It's just an experience, and I really hope people go out and really discover their music, and go out and find a band that you love. It doesn't matter if you're the only one that likes it. Just go out and find it. I know people in high school probably got sick of me talking about Pink Floyd and how great they were, but it's because that's what I felt. But anyway, yeah, that's my video. I'm not going to say the whole be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. This is me here once again. Probably going to do animals today. It's going to be one of my live streams. But anyway, this is me here once again. Peace.